Satnam everyone, hello and welcome back to the course on meaning of sounds. Today we will continue with the letter Y, the sound associated to the letter Y. And we are continuing this line of the sounds that are associated with the chakras. So we are going up to the fourth chakra and we will find that indeed the letter Y, the sound Y, associates very much with the number 4, but also with the number 5. It's very connected to the 4 and the 5. And we know that in numerology, 4 and 5 are two numbers which live very close together. And so very often qualities of one get connected to the other. So, for example, when you are very much in love, that would be number 4. You want to touch and join the other. Joining the union, the point of union is the 5, because that's the middle point between 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's the middle point, and the 4 wants to get close to the 5. Let's see that through the pronunciation of the sound Y. And you can, the word that comes more to mind immediately is you. You, yeah, you. And the sound you, if you do it, let's practice it. You. Yeah, it happens a bit farther into the mouth, not like the R and the S, which were happening in the front. And it happens more in the region that we call palatal. And the sound is described as voiced, palatal, and approximant, which means voiced because the vocal cords are vibrating. We already know that. Palatal because it happens in that region. And approximant because there is no full contact of the tongue with the palate, but it's getting close and the sound is produced in that closeness. You. It's not fully touching and closing. It is considered a semi-vowel like the others we have been exploring, and as a semi-vowel is half between a consonant and a vowel, and it has connecting and transitional roles. And generally all semi-vowels have kind of that meaning, but the Y is particularly strong in the sense of connecting, And we will see that because, well, vowels are also connecting and also giving a different meaning to consonants. We explored the difference between consonants and vowels before. We have done it before in the past and other courses. But being a semi-vowel, we notice that the Y is preparing the appearance of the vowel. So when we are doing the Y, it's like you. And there is a tension in the U. There is a tension that is not resolved until the vowel is birthed. Yeah, it's yo, you, ya. So the y is waiting for the vowel to appear, and in a certain way, it's like giving birth to the vowel. It's like preparing the field for the vowel to happen, and because it makes it easy to attach itself to the vowel that is coming now, is like reaching for the vowel to happen. It's like a calling for the vowel to happen, and in a way, some words that are associated to this calling are connected to the Y, like for example, yelling, yeah? Or yelp, or yowl, or yo, or you, hey you. Yeah, we are calling someone, and in a certain way, is like also kind of shouts, like shouting to the wind, yeah, yelling, yeah. And also like a very modern one is YOLO, you only live once. YOLO, that's a very modern thing that you sometimes hear young people like YOLO, like let's do things right. So that's kind of like an expression, yeah. And this is this expression, this open expression, this calling out. That's very connected to the number 5, yeah. The word, the speaking, and the calling out. But in a way, it's calling out also because it wants to meet something. Yeah, the you wants to meet with the vowel. It wants the vowel to come, and so it's actually reaching for it. So you could say that in a way is yearning for the vowel. And so we have some words like yield or yoga or yoke. Yeah, the word yoga also kind of connects to the yoke, and that's, I mean, in union. Yeah, literally the translation of yoga would be union, and that's the 5. That's the point of connection between two things, and the y is creating that union. Yeah? Yo, ya, ye, ye. It's the sound is asking for that union to occur. So it's like calling to something and communicating with that thing. Yawn would also be part of this, yeah? Yawns are very contagious, yeah? You see and hear somebody yawning and you want to yawn. You want to yawn, yeah? It's touching you in some way. So it's very connected to the 5. And this aspect of the yoga, of the union, yeah? You feel connected to the other one when the other one is yawning and is calling upon your yawn. So it's connected in that way. And so as a semivowel, ya, it's giving birth to the a, ye, to the e, yi, to the e. So something is being born. Yeah, that vowel is being birthed, and it's starting and is very young. It's just beginning, yeah? And we have the words like young and youth and yesterday. They are like the beginning of something, yeah? Coming, something is coming. And there is also something interesting happening when we are producing the sound. If you notice, if you try ye or yi or yo, 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 when you do that sound, and I encourage you to try it, there is some tension in the eyes. Yo, 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 yo. The eyes narrow a little bit, and it's a little bit like when somebody is looking in the distance, looking far away, and you want to see very far, and then you are like narrowing the eyes a little bit to see far away. It's like these images of the old westerns. Yeah, you see all these cowboys like with a hat and, you know, at the Clint Eastwood style, yeah, with the narrow eyes looking in the distance. So this narrowing in the eyes, I guess it can have a meaning in the sense that there is something young that has been born. This young vowel has started, yeah? Yo, yi. And so it has a long future ahead. So that the future and destiny is the number 6. And we will see that this y sound connects to the 5, like we were seeing, the meeting, but also to the 6 into the destiny, things that are still to happen. Yeah, we saw that it was connected to yesterday, but also connects to what is yonder, yeah? What will be still to come, what hasn't come yet, for the years to come. And we will be, again, this yearning for what is to come. Yearning also implies there is something in our destiny, in our future. And yodeling and yielding is also giving something, yeah? Something is coming out of that. And the steps that are ahead of us, yeah, the yards that we have to cover. And so, yeah, we need, maybe if something is very far away, we will have to yell for it, we will have to call for it. So it's connected in that way. There is this distance, there is something that is far, something that is coming, and we are yearning for it, we want to go for it, and we want to call it so that we can meet with it. So the letter Y connects to the things that are ahead of us in that way with the number 6. So it's kind of connected to the 4 and the 6, also the intimacy of it that makes you join and makes you connect, and looking forward to that connection. Now the letter W, we were exploring the other day how it wanders. The interesting thing about the English questions, that they wander about, not like the Spanish questions, which are the K sounds. And the Y, if the W wanders, the Y says yes. So that's affirmative. It says yes to what is to come. Yeah, something is coming in our destiny. Yes, come. Yeah, yep, come. Yeah, it wants to join to that thing that is possible and that is coming. So he says yes to it. There is not a lot of letter Ys, words starting with the letter Y, and there is not a lot to parse through to classify and to organize into numbers. So today is a very short letter. Let's explore a little bit about when the Y is at the end of the words. We have the Y as in personalities, and when somebody becomes very familiar, like baby and kitty and granny. Yeah, when we put that sound, that letter at the end. But I wonder about this because I was looking at these words, but I don't think we pronounce them as such. We don't pronounce them like y. It's like granny. It's more like a e. It's not so much like a granya, granya. So I think this doesn't really apply to these words. Even though they finish in the letter, they don't really finish in that sound. So it doesn't really apply so much. But yeah, it's hard to find a word that is going to end in that sound, in the letter, and not, and produce that sound. So those who were finishing that letter, like I found quite a few, like being cozy, being merry, big candy, belly, being in the glory, and some abstracts like happy and sunny and beauty and envy and fury. But are they really the J of yo, yo? Funny, you is different. So I would say that just the letter Y at the end, you can find it. It doesn't produce the same sound. To have that sound at the end, it's kind of difficult because that sound is like a semi-vowel leading to a vowel. So you would be able to find it on the last syllable. So something that ends in the syllable which contains that sound, but not like the very last sound, because y already implies that there is something else to come. So that's the letter Y. It's a very short one today, very tiny, but I think it will be appreciated as well. Some videos tend to be too long, not too long, but much longer in the explanation. Let me just do the drawing. I was about to forget. So the Y, it's interesting that we draw it like this, like two paths that are being joined. And yeah, joining, yeah, uniting. And I mean, it's connected to this 5 very much. I think it's 5 and 4 and 6. Yeah, it's between these two. It's also interesting. Let's look at the Y in the Sanskrit. That will be something like this, which is very similar to the Y. Yeah, this shape very similar to the Y. So again, two paths which converge and are connected. This might be a little bit curved. I'm not very good at writing Sanskrit. I never learn. I just look at the symbols. But yeah, there's certainly some similarity and some aspect of joining. So anyway, a very short letter today. And Thursday we'll have hopefully Thursday we'll have a longer video. But for today, thank you for joining. And if you enjoyed, don't forget to keep the luck. Thank you very much, everyone. Until next time, Sanam.